right, Nick says, let's go. It is time to go.
Let's go.
Welcome on in, everybody. This is Wednesday. This is Majorly Bearded, formerly known as.
I still do that.
I do too. It's just a habit. Currently known as, for only about like 34 episodes now, Beard Advice Live. And these stay up newly on a playlist. So in case anybody wants to share this with a new beardsman or just binge watch the shows you missed, Mayor, since it is live, we want to get right to it with the people out there, especially in the future. What is this show all about?
Well, our core is about helping guys out with their, beard guys, prospective beard guys, with their questions, to give them tips, styling tips. You're the big beard guy. I'm kind of the business beard. We want to say mini beard. Just, we've got our little places, our little things, and we share what we have gained from our experience with guys to help them out. They send in pictures. They send us a little bit about what their issues are, or if they're just asking for general advice. And we just kindly but directly give our honest feedback. And I think that's where this thing is getting a little bit of legs with the show. Is just, we're going to, tell in a nice way. And the chat is like our third man.
Yep.
Molly's like our assistant. Was she driving today?
Yeah,
she's driving.
But I think she can do voice to text.
Okay.
So hopefully Molly comes in clutch. So the pictures, I don't know how much you can see there, but be safe, Molly. First and foremost, be safe there. And so, we're all about helping it. Like I said, we kind of just stumbled into this and it just became its thing of its own. And we're both very proud of what the show has accomplished, how many people we have helped, and kind of the community that we've built within just this stream. And so it's pretty special. And I do have to say, don't go anywhere. Tonight we have a really special show. And by special, what makes it special? Great entries, excited about giving some advice, and just having great times with you guys. And so outside of just helping out beardsmen, answering beard questions, we do have a couple traditions that we like to do on Wednesday nights, a little bit of treat yourself type stuff. Mayor, hit them with it.
We always bring our waters, but we got our water. That's your beard fuel. Ooh, beard fuel. Then we have a Mountain Dew.
The classic.
I actually buy these we're both teachers, and I actually buy these at our school vending machine because it's the cheapest place I can find for a 20 ounce.
Yep.
Kind of crazy. And we enjoy a little of the jerky variety, a little beef jerky, or other jerkies meat in the past, but beef is probably where we like to be most of the time.
Except we have outside of beef tonight.
We do.
Yeah. So what do we got, Mayor?
Well, this is our classy bougie savage. Am I gonna strike for that?
Nope. You're good.
Okay.
You're good. Is there a beard on the logo there?
Yeah, that's kind of. Yeah.
Did you notice that?
I don't know. I just I grabbed this as I walked by. I don't know, something like instinct.
The beard.
I even looked at the line, almost put it just like down in the clothing section where I was next to standing because it was a long line. But because I didn't know if it was gonna work. But Savage Jerky Company, and this is maple buffalo bacon.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome. I'm
excited. A lot of things going on there.
And then we also have two of our classic favorites that most of you can get at a local Speedway, a local store, and that would be Duke's. We love the original and the hot and spicy. We do not recommend the peach. The green chili is actually okay. It's not bad. It's got a different texture to it. But these are definitely the cream of the crop. And then if we need to, we have some of our favorite Mingy, which I'm actually rocking their hat tonight. So we do have the Mingy on deck as well. So,
and when we've talked about Mingy, I sent Dan a message earlier this week, or I think the weekend. My Alexa had a notification on it, the green little light.
Yeah,
and it's like, "Hello, Steven. It has been 7 days since you purchased Mingy beef jerky again. Would you like to fill us in? Order this?
Yes. Would you like your fix?
Because we would like to sell it to you."
Too funny. And so, yes, guys, if you have not hit a thumbs up on your way in, please consider it. I do want to give a special hello to the Bearded Beanie, a.k.a. Nick. If you guys saw my post on Instagram or heard me on Monday, Nick is going through a rough time right now. His son has rhinovirus, which is causing his temperature to spike, and it's causing him to have seizures. And it's a very, very young son. I believe he's 1. I know it's in the months, so when they're still measuring by months, and they're in the children's hospital. They are just kind of waiting game right now, using different medicine, like just Tylenol and stuff, trying to keep the temperature down. And so he does have a GoFundMe that someone created for him, and I did share it on my Instagram. So after the show, if anybody doesn't have Instagram and they want a link to be able to help out this community member, to be able to help out this great man and his family, send me a message. As a parent, I've been there with over a week in the hospital with Jax, and it was the worst thing ever. You don't want to think about bills.
It's like a gut punch.
A
constant gut punch. It's like take your breath.
Yeah, it changed me, and it still is with me. I still vividly remember horrific moments like the nurse opening the door and Jax have his back turned, crying to the sound of the door because he knew he was about to get poked to get blood test. So like, absolutely wrecked me. So I want to help out this family as much as I can. The mayor and I both have donated and hope to spread the word to even more people, right? I wish I could take it all on myself, but I can't. But hopefully we have the platform to bring it to everybody to be able to help out there. So send me a message, guys. He didn't ask for this, anything. I put it up. I didn't even tag him in the stories. Wasn't doing anything for any publicity. I just really want to help out a family so he doesn't have to think about it. And there's a lot more to the story. He just switched jobs, which I'd been talking to him about for months now. And he has no health insurance with that current job. So the ambulance trips, the stay at the hospital, all of that's going to be on their debt. So if you're a parent, if you understand what that's like, whatever you're able to give, do that. I know you guys are unbelievably giving and donate super chats and do such cool things to support the channel. If you could, I would ask you to hold those and then send it that way instead of going to us tonight. That would be fantastic. Okay. And I will give you guys, please send me an email afterwards, send me a message. I will get you guys the link out and help that family out. Just a wonderful family. And yeah. Thank you, Nick, for being here, man. I know I try and probably take your mind off. He's at the hospital, so awesome. And yeah, we're gonna help out some beards tonight. We're gonna get things going. Mayor's gonna dig in. This is the buffalo bacon maple buffalo bacon jerky, and it does look like bacon. That's the thing that always like gets me. I'm gonna review on it and then go from there. Okay, I'm gonna see where you're at first. Okay, so it is that kind of wet texture.
It's good.
It's good. All right, I'm gonna go big.
It's not. It's got the buffalo, a little bit of heat at the end. It doesn't start out. It starts out with that sweet, but it's good. I'm kind of pleased with it. Surprised actually.
Where'd you get this?
Meyer. They had a couple other that company.
There's the heat.
Yeah,
man, I like it.
Yeah,
guys, Savage Jerky Co. Really good. Where are they out of? USA. Let me find here, guys. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it's good.
A lot. All right. We'll have to find out another time where that's from.
I'm looking at my mustache again.
That's really good.
I'm
really good.
I'm loving my mustache, guys.
Yeah.
I had a mustache accident approximately 4.5 months ago with one of those nose waxing things. I got a little bit on I didn't cover up as well as should have. Pulled out like a good chunk. It's come back, and I don't touch it as much anymore. Just a little bit trim, and I like that.
Yeah,
I did do a little summer.
I saw that
smooth down a little.
And you do produce content with that type of stuff. Where could people find that if they wanted to know about your summer trim, your summer shaping?
We have a Facebook group. It's called Command's Corner.
Yep.
If you ever heard of that before. And it's on Facebook. If you search beard under groups, it would probably pop up. If not, but we like to think of it as a different place. We don't, it's about over 5,000 guys that just kind of share pictures of their beards, their life. We talk about this and that. And it is a special place. And I'm very proud of it, and I think Dan's proud of it. It's yet another extension of what he's trying to do a little differently in this world. And a lot of the guys aren't into beard oil. They don't know a lot about it, or that people can even do that. So each month we have a sponsor, and this month I know somebody asked earlier in the chat. This is an Artiest Man. Get it? Took me a while. The A is underneath, and then the M is the big part. And I think it's a sweet logo.
It is.
Artiest Man is our sponsor. If you join the group, there's a discount this month, a big one.
Yep. Hey, what's up, Brian? Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. What's up, Aztec? Not going to say anything out there too crazy, but you guys might want to tune in Friday morning at 8 a.m. Eastern. Right here, right here. See where I'm pointing at?
Your napkin
on the screen.
Oh, honestly,
all right.
I wasn't thinking.
And before we get in, Sam wanted me to show you guys something that she's working on. She's kind of dialing in all the details. If you guys don't know, my wife Sam has an Etsy shop. It's got like 1,300 sales. She's killing it. And we are looking at our next round of Etsy sales. And she has two things that she's looking at. One is this really cool. It's a stainless steel koozie. You take the top off. You put your beverage can inside of there. You put the little rubber on top of it. And this is the logo that she's going to go with. And we're only going to do one style. Would you like this? And give us feedback in the chat so I can let her know. This is the koozie, and she is looking at the larger size here too. But this is the stainless steel coffee mug with the little top here.
I voted coffee mug myself.
Did you? Okay. When you're seeing them in person, what do you think?
I want to add, are they dishwasher? Is that dishwasher
They
safe?
are dishwasher safe.
I'm such a nerd, guys.
Yes.
But that's like the first question.
Yep.
I never even heard of that question before I got married. And then I heard it every time. Like I never thought about things like that. That's where a good woman will teach you a little bit.
Okay, so we're getting some feedback here. I want both.
Let me see the koozie though.
Okay, yeah, feel this. Yes. I didn't know something like that existed.
It's not what I thought.
No, it's hard. It's solid. It's really good. What's up, Jay Cruz? All right, coffee mug. So coffee mug won by a lot on Instagram. All right, look at all the coffee mugs. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I
don't want to break your prototype with my bottle.
Pretty cool. So these are the prototypes, but we're getting the feel on that one. Okay, coffee mug. All right, most people are saying coffee mug. It is pretty cool though. And no, these koozies I don't think would be big enough for a monster. I mean, the monster would fit in it. It just wouldn't contain it. I think it's designed for an actual like normal can.
I think the top is for the bottle. If you want to use a bottle.
Okay.
Maybe. I don't know. Like you could can, and then the top is a little bit narrow for the bottle.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I thought that was to like seal in the can.
Could do that.
I'm going to test it out.
No, because you couldn't drink. Well, I don't know. We'd have to test it out.
Yeah, because it's got the little lip. It goes flush. So you might be able, yeah, we'll test it out. So guys, girls, if you have any feedback, reach out to Sam at Beauty and the Beard MI on Instagram, Beauty and the Beard MI. I love the logo. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm going to make a post using that logo pretty soon here. All right. It's sealed. It is, but it also seals in the bottle. Okay. There we go. Okay, cool. Good. All right. Beard Advice Live. Let's go ahead and get this started. Guys and gals, we'll be munching on some jerky as we go through. We will get everything loaded and ready. Here we go. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the increased production value. We've been stepping up our game. The mayor's really helped out with some great ideas and the black background and the gradient colors. So I love it. I like it. It's a nice little pop. But first, all right, let me get the pointer. I love this pointer thing. And I think a lot of people don't know about this pointer. First, if you guys were here on Monday, Command's Corner was sponsored by the company known as the Fellowship brand, and they officially got DNC'd. They had so much traffic to their website that it shut down their website. They had their IT guy on the phone, but he couldn't fix it in real time. It appears to be up now and going good. And he said, we did not expect that. We were not ready for that kind of traffic. I said, yes, that's what we do. That's what we do. So there are no giveaways tonight other than what this one was entered in already. So Michael, we have no additional giveaways tonight. So we did. Hey, here's Brandon right here, one of the co-owners in the building. Oh no, different Brandon. Oh, maybe that's Brandon. I get confused with all the Brandons out there. But if you made a purchase before today, you were entered into a $500 cash giveaway winner, and they just sent me the name. Literally, as we were sitting down, I typed it in as the mayor was getting ready for the show. Got my marinara. Nice. And it is me. Okay, that is Brandon. I couldn't see. That doesn't even look like you, Brandon. All right, so this is one of their co-owners here. Great dude. Love the Beard Advice logo. Thank you. That was actually made by a guy by the name of Joseph Miller. Made the logo for us.
I heard that name somewhere.
Yeah, he's a good dude. So if you ordered, you were entered in, and yes, Command Army so strong at breaking websites. That's right. And here is our winner, guys. Yeah, that's right. The viewers broke the site. Here's our winner, $500 cash. The winner is Scott Is that Mets?
Mets.
And Scott goes by a different name on YouTube. I'm going to let him comment so I can highlight it here. And I know Scott has Instagram. Scott, I passed your Instagram along to them. So they're going to reach out to you right now on Instagram, and they're going to get the money over to you, likely while we're sitting here. I believe they're going to do Venmo or PayPal. So throw a congrats to Scott. I did see him in the chat a little bit earlier. No gimmicks, no anything crazy. Literally, he's here. And you didn't even have to be here, Scott. You had it anyway. Brew City Bearded from Wisconsin.
That's awesome.
Hey, my friend, you literally just won $500 by buying a quality beard product at a discount price because DanC10 saves you 10%. So that is really cool. Brew City Bearded is a really nice, really supportive guy. I was super glad. They sent me the name. They said, does this stand out to you? And I said, yeah, I know Scott. That's awesome. So congratulations. Like I said, literally no gimmick, nothing there. You are about to get $500 transferred over to you, preferably just so, because I said, can you just mail it to them? And they said, well, out of kind of like safety and tracking and stuff, we would rather do PayPal or Venmo or something. I said, all right, I'll give you his contact and you guys will be able to figure it out. So super good. That's a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
That is, I've never done anything like that on the channel. So Fellowship Brands, thank you for that. Really cool.
I kept wondering if it was going to be towards a certain thing or what.
Gift card.
Just straight up money.
Straight up $500 cash.
You know,
Yep.
Money talks and something else walks.
So Scott, man, big shout out to you. Thank you for all the support. That's not a bad idea. Buy a Blackstone. Ooh, I did get the mayor to buy a Blackstone.
I used it today.
That's when you know it's like something I'm really passionate about and the mayor buys it and gets it. It's like people are like, what's the best trimmer? I'm like, I told the mayor to buy the Brio. He bought the Brio. Like, what's your favorite? What do you think for a business beard is the best heated brush? Cushel Bar. The mayor has a Cushel Bar and uses it every day. What do you grill on? Got to be Blackstone. And the mayor buys Mingy, right? So
right.
When I recommend stuff to you guys, I recommend it to my best of friends, to my family. And yeah. I don't think you've gotten a poop knife yet, though.
No.
All right.
Remember, I used the hand.
Oh, yeah.
What was it? The fist plunger?
Hand
plunger.
Boom, boom. CPR training comes in handy.
Claw just
what Blackstone did you get?
I didn't get I got it from Walmart. This was last year. And the model, it's got 2 burners. It's got a cover. I have a cover, like a heavy duty cover. I don't know. It doesn't have the fryer on it. So it wasn't that model. It was like the in between.
Yeah. Yep. It gets the job done. All right. Let's get this party started.
Let's do it.
And thank you guys for being here tonight.
And it looked like they said that this hat sold out from Artius, which
wow.
A couple weeks ago it was for sale. I don't know.
And you've been wearing it a couple weeks.
I love this hat.
I'm just gonna say they put that out there. All right. So if you guys do not know, I did a video.
Yes.
I know. This
is a good show.
This is a good.
Like
you guys,
great lineup.
We have a great lineup tonight. The next slide is I'm sorry, Adam, but it's even cooler. So Adam has taken on the peppermint oil, essential oil, and castor oil challenge. He's using he is a scientist, by the way, by profession, by career. He's using exactly 3% peppermint essential oil mixed with castor oil, and he is applying it to that spot underneath his lip, which is a super common growth pattern of lacking hair. I think it looks great. I think it's an awesome style. I genuinely mean that. And so we are going to follow it week by week. This is a little bit less than a week. I think he started using it on like Friday of last week. And so we have the pictures here. Ours is a little bit more zoomed in than you guys. It's just kind of how StreamYard sets it up. Mayor, any observations yet? Anything that you notice or see in there?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to. I think it might be lighting, but I do. It seems a little. I mean, it could be just how it's brushed out and fanned out and flared out, but it's covering more of the space. Already. So I don't know if I can say that's one thing or another right now, but definitely doesn't look any worse. I would say it looks bigger, but I don't want to just say in a week it's supposed to magically do that.
I agree. I think it's covering more space, but I think, it may be lighting, it may be styling. What I want to focus on is the areas right here.
That's where you're going to see new growth.
Yeah, clearly bald, right? Clearly bald. When I look over here, I don't see anything new yet. Okay. Right? I don't see anything new yet. Okay, so he did officially start last Wednesday. Excuse me. He is exactly on a week there. And poop knives are famously dishwasher safe, Jesse. Jesse likes to ask everything.
Somebody asked in the chat what it is, and it was I saw who asked that question, and I knew that it was just one of those things.
Yeah, one of those guys. Yeah, we're teachers. We get it.
He knows.
So Adam, man, thank you so much for sending those in. He sent it in today, so it's exactly a week later. And he said it's not flattering. It's after work with a mask. Hey, we don't care about that, Adam. No. So thank you so much, man. Super cool. I would say week 1. And Adam, please, in the comments, if you notice anything different, please let us know. If you see like little hairs coming in that you haven't before, we would love to hear that. On the surface, it doesn't appear that there's any new growth, as there shouldn't be in a week.
In fact, I would say I would smell the fix was in.
Something fishy, yeah. Yep. So, Adam, man, thank you again. If you have any new comments, let us know. All right, the next one is an update that we asked for. Now, every week, that is peppermint oil and castor oil. Exactly, Adam. Yep, 3% peppermint oil and castor oil is the other. I'm not good at math, but I think about 97%. All right. But the next one is we did some advice last week, and we asked this individual to send in, I think it's just lighting Aaron rather than any pictures. He does have that kind of more red ginger beard. But we asked this person to send in pictures of his update. We gave some advice, and we thought that it was going to update really well, really quickly. So really well, really quickly.
I think those were if you went back to last week's show, your words or something like that.
Yeah.
It could be like an overnight.
Yeah. So, Nick, my advice is to apply it once before bed. Right when you're about to get in bed, put that oil directly on those spots. All right. Prepare yourselves here. This is one of my favorite 1-week turnarounds for a beard ever.
I would say this is what we do.
This is what we do. This is what you guys do. And it's literally not possible unless you send in pictures and actually use the advice. Again, this is what this show is all about here. Boom. J-A. That, if I can epitomize this show with a slide, it is that one right there. Right there. All right. Okay. Interesting. He said there's some peach fuzz under the lip and there's some potential.
That's awesome.
That's cool, Adam. That's really cool. Hey, Matt. But yes, look at Jay. My advice for him was that his beard was dipping in the chin, that he was going a little bit too low there, and it was too thin on the sides and too skinny here. He puffed it out, has the depth on the chin. He did a little maintenance trim because he had a little bit of some transparency at the bottom, and he did post a commands corner, but we wanted to make sure we had it here. And the side by side is fantastic. Like, I could just let this speak for itself. Like, there's nothing wrong with picture 1. That's a bearded man, confident, doing well. On the right is the epitome of that beard. If you want to rock a beard at that length, that is what a beard should look like.
Yep.
That is unbelievably fantastic, to the point where I'm going to take a picture right now so I can post it on Instagram afterwards. That is what it's all about. Mayor, talk to him.
Well, first of all, unfortunately, there's a little bit of a flash in the after picture, because I think if you could look into his eyes, you could see the twinkle that would tell you, yeah, this is what it was meant to be. Just really well done, and there's not much more to it. Did he say if was he brown brush? Like, how was he styling it differently? Or
I think it's the blowout beard.
Okay,
and probably a little bit of the round brush in there as well. Jay, if you're in here, leave us some comments.
And as masks go away, we'll be able to rock that easier and easier, because the masks have been a factor. That was a kind of a factor in why I just took a little bit of the bulk out of my beard. I'm just sick of it getting caught up and everything, and every time you're in a rough spot. In teaching, it's really hard to project your voice, and I do use a mic even, but I will pull it off of my face without coming all the way off, just to get a good breath.
Yeah,
because every once in a while you have to.
Yep. Our rooms are hot right now.
Real
muggy, steamy. Real hot with middle school bodies.
So when I do that, then it slides up and all the hair gets all caught up in it. So
yeah,
just a little bit.
It really does look incredible. That is what this show is about, you guys. Right there. Man, that is so cool. His beard transformed in a week. In a week, you guys. So cool, guys. All right. Lower heat, which we recommended. Less time, which we recommended. A round brush for the chin dip. Basically, it's like
Yep.
Jay, man, thank you so much for everything. This just gives me chills. It gives me pride, and I just think it's so cool. I think it just looks absolutely fantastic. So seriously, I'm probably going to come back to that later in the stream in case anybody misses it. But man, that if you just look at that beard on the right by itself, that is about as good as a beard gets.
You go from a guy with a good beard to a bearded man.
Yes.
You know, just a little bit extra.
Man, you just killed it, Jay.
Well done.
If you want to be Jay, all you got to do is send in your pictures to beardadvicelive@gmail.com. We don't charge anything. Literally, it's free. I cannot think of another service out there like this that's free to watch, that's free to get advice, that makes a difference like this. And you guys give us as much as we give you. This is content. This is what we enjoy. This is what we love. So send in your pictures.
Yeah, we like helping people.
Yep.
We're both teachers. We like helping kids. It's very similar to that feeling of gratitude. Like I don't know. There's a lot to it, but just anytime you think you can give somebody a little bit more of a confidence in who they are or how they look, that's a strong, great feeling. And
my biggest goal is that we give you advice enough to let that last for the length of your bearded life, where you remember, like the part that where my beard trajectory changed is when I sent into Beard Advice Live. I think that's so cool that on that journey, this is maybe a stop that they'll always remember.
Right.
Seriously.
I hope so.
Yeah.
And I hope we'll be a stop that they come back and visit. Like that's what I think too, is like, you know, maybe next time you're in the chat and someone has a similar problem or there's something totally different that you have a little input on, you're contributing and you're helping make a difference and keep those beards growing.
Absolutely. And we do have a good question here. Road King Rider says, if you're in Arizona, anybody have any barbers with good with beards?
I would suggest you join our Facebook group. We have a beard barber map, in fact, that we've been kind of, you know, it's starting to trickle in more now that we are getting the masks off. We had that story last week about trying to get a trim done with his mask on. And the barber wouldn't let him take it off, and so he could only do half and half, and that was
brutal,
rough. Masks aren't really, I mean, they aren't really friends of beards, let's be honest, but we've gotten through this year and you know, we're moving forward.
Ben said, my beard totally changed for the better after Beard Advice. So if you're on the fence out there, whether it's live right now, you guys, or you're watching in the future and you've like, man, I thought about sending it in, but send it in. Give it a shot, right? We promise we'll be gentle. Yeah, we promise we will be gentle. Adam says, hey, man, I've been following Dan for roughly 2 years now, and I'm still learning new stuff all the time. That's awesome, Adam. And I'm super excited Adam's getting married. I will be going to his wedding in New York. I am very, 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 very excited for that. It's going to be Sam and Dan weekend.
Nice. You got to have some.
Yeah. All right.
Let's get Sean to it. R. Sean says, I've been having the worst time trying to get my sideburns and beard to connect. After nearly 8 months, I barely see results of much growth. I've only been using supplements for about 6 months and just recently started derma rolling the area. I'm all for rocking what you got, but it does get to me at times. What are any options or styling you could recommend?
Okay.
And real quick, derma rolling is actually kind of trying to get pores started, right?
Yeah, it's like aerating your face.
Yeah, like you would do for your yard and just a smaller spike, I hope.
Exactly. Okay. Sean R. Hey, Sean, just like we asked everyone to send in, thank you so much for sending in here. All right, so awesome. Love the color, first off. And having a worse time with my sideburns. I've been only using supplements about 6 months, started derma rolling. Rock what you got. What are options for styling? Okay, so yeah, he's pretty much saying like, hey, I'm trying my best on the growth pattern. What do you think about styling options? So I'm gonna kick it to you, man.
First of all, anytime you have we all have certain aspects of our beard, whether it's a short beard or a long beard that we don't love, that we notice because we take pride in our beard. And I think that's what you've got going on here is just a little bit of too much of a focus on that sideburn thing. I don't see it from the front at all.
No,
I get what you're saying with the sides, but I don't feel like you're a bearded man. All right. And I think maybe, it looks like the growth, it's the hair's maybe just not quite developed yet there. As we get older, we're able to grow a better and better beard.
And I do have an observation. Sure. You said he's a bearded man. I believe correct me if you think I'm wrong here. I believe he's a bearded teacher man.
From his background?
Does that look like a classroom?
Yeah, sure does.
Maybe not. Maybe it's an office, but it does look like a classroom.
Or it could be like a college office, something
could
like that.
Could be, yeah, could be.
But it looks a lot like our work.
Yeah, but I agree.
There's textbooks in the back.
I know. Mm-hmm. But I agree. You don't see it from the front at all, which is when most people look at you. I would never really point that out. It almost looks like you styled it like that, right? It almost looks like you went for that look. And I think that's going to fill in. I think that you're relatively young. I would guess around my age, maybe early 30s.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, too.
Early 30s, late 20s. But you asked for advice on styling. What I would probably do is with this style here, I might go with a little bit more of a crispy line behind the ear back here, just to kind of, and this is in the world of what Josh is saying here, do a bald fade up to the hair blend. Got to do if you got to do something. And I like how he said if you got to do something. I don't think that you have to do anything here, but I would maybe fade up here a little bit on the sides, right? Clean that up where you get as little as possible. And then I would kind of come straight down right here just to take a little bit away. Let's transition into the beard. Rather than being like, bam, big beard right here, let's transition and get a little bit more of an angle, if that makes sense. I would get that crispy line going a little bit more.
I think a little bit of heat might be something to consider as well. I think the crispy lines, the heat, the intentionality and making it look intentional, what you're doing with your beard, will even though I don't think it's a problem and Dan doesn't think it's a problem, will even make it look more intentional, the shaping on your sides. If you're, anytime you're drawing sharp lines, you're going to be like, all right, well, that's where he's framing in his beard.
Yep. And so here's in total opposite.
Retail.
Yeah, retail. Total opposite mindset. But I think it's an interesting idea. We love to hear all views, all opinions here. Funk Daddy says, could let his head hair grow down to meet it.
Okay.
So if you went long, right, grow those sideburns out and maybe get the hair going back on the sides, like kind of tuck it back again. That is super interesting to me and could be an option. Totally different than what we're recommending. Right. But could be an option there.
I mean, if you're at the level where you're derma rolling, it's a big, it's something that's important to
That's
you.
A great,
and so
great
maybe that's a great bridge. What Funk was saying, just like let's look at a little bit longer sideburns. In the meantime,
yeah.
And I do think that there's just more time. Like it is a matter of maybe as you get a little bit older, that's going to be more of an area that grows hair.
Yeah, and I'm kind of with you there, Donald. Line up the side so it evens up a little bit, but it looks good. You genuinely have a nice style to you. There's nothing bad. There's nothing sloppy about your style.
No,
I think it looks pretty good. And anytime we have a growth pattern like this, I think it's really valid to consider a Van Dyke. I would not recommend a Van Dyke in this one because I love how full his chin area is. So I would not recommend a Van Dyke.
Votto had a good point. If you do try out the heat, just maybe try it on the lowest setting. And that was more just about like intentionality or deliberateness. I don't think that. Anyways, I think he's right. You don't want to go too much heat. Anywhere there's thin, it's gonna really thin out. So
yeah. And he says maybe grow another 2 to 3. I think you absolutely could do that. And I think Zeb Beards has a really good point. He says it looks like it's going to connect. Let it grow. I agree. I do think he's on the younger end, and I do believe it's going to connect. There's nothing about your head hair, your beard, anything that says that it's not going to connect there. So I think that you absolutely let it go, and you're going to be good. But I do, regardless, even if you didn't have that, I would recommend the lineup and the little bit of heat that the mayor and I talked about. Yogi, we got you coming up tonight, so make sure you stay tuned in here. So awesome. And I do have to say, the mayor and I, we're coming close to the end of our school year. And with middle school, the last few weeks can be rough. They get a little bit froggy this year, probably more than ever because of just the year we had, because of kids have to wait in the hallway for us to clean our rooms, which is just like breeding really bad habits and actions. So it's like we kind of get beat down during the day right now. And the mayor came in and is like, man, I need some chlorine. I need some caffeine. I'm kind of like, gotta shake it off. I got to say, you are on point, my friend.
Dialed in.
Like
I feel like I'm in the zone.
Not just your advice, but like the way you're delivering it, your analogies, your connections. I feel like it's in. I think it's
I appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. You know, some days are better than others.
Yep.
And but also every day, you guys that are out there, maybe you don't, I've only had a beard for coming up on
2 years.
2 years in June. I've been intensely bearded.
Right.
You know, that would be a great name.
That would be a great name.
Intensely bearded, because I've been working with Dan the whole time and been on YouTube about beards the whole time. But I love getting the help. And I think one of the things too I need to do is make sure that I'm previewing our show and making sure, because I have ideas, and I've got one I've been mulling over and what to say.
Cool.
This whole time. So
see,
thank you.
I don't.
I know.
I don't come up with any ideas. I like the spot, but I like that planning fits you well.
I've never. Yes, you're not me though. Like you're
right.
Like I just need to mull it over.
It fits you really well, and I love our balance that we have. And quick shout out to everybody. What's up, Bill? In here, Mr. Votto. I don't think I got to say hello to you yet. And guys, if you guys have an Instagram, I don't know if I apologize. Unearth Arkansas. I don't remember if he has a YouTube channel, but I know for a fact in this name he has an Instagram profile, and he is majorly into metal detecting. If you don't know, before YouTube, I was full-fledged obsessed with metal detecting. Had very expensive gear. I got in a low financial point, had to sell everything, but I still watch videos. I still love the hobby, the history.
It's treasure hunting, man.
It is. It's like that. It's in our DNA.
I told you I was watching the Bearded Explorer on YouTube. Yeah. Just kind of got into I love that he doesn't. I love that he's very ethical with not messing with things and kind of that. But it's just, who isn't curious?
So
how are you not curious? You know,
I watched another show called Traveling with Josh, and he goes to abandoned buildings and like abandoned place. It's so cool, so interesting. So if you guys like metal detecting, check out Unearth Arkansas on Instagram. Yeah, I used to have a Deus XP. Oh my gosh, I was dialed in, you guys. I have some amazing finds too. If I showed you some of my finds, or at least pictures and stuff. I'll have to
pictures.
I have the stuff in the garage still.
You were just finishing that up when our friendship kind of began.
Yep. And then that led into Pokemon Go, and that kind of phased out.
Which is also treasure hunting.
Which was essentially free. So that made a big difference at that point in my life.
You know, it's almost completely phased out for me. Like, the app used to be like on my
part of your daily. Yeah.
And like it's back in the games.
Yep.
It's just chilling.
What's up, Bobby? And hey, thank you guys for everyone that is coming on in. Carlton, welcome. So yes, okay, let's get it going. Here we go. All right, magnet fishing. I've never done magnet fishing, but somebody posted about it in the group just in the last couple of days.
Magnet fishing?
Yeah, so you throw a big old powerful magnet down the bottom of like lakes and rivers. You drag it and see what it brings up and stuff. So you find like wedding rings and everything. Mind Lab's a really good company.
All right, so I will. This looks like a short one. My grandfather ran the proving grounds for Studebaker Motor Company.
Oh, cool!
And they knew of this pond where several cars had been crashed in, and so many years, 30 years later, 40 years, they went back and pulled a bunch of metal, all the old cars out of the water just to see what they could see.
That's so cool.
Yeah, just kind of a cool idea.
Yep, so cool.
All right,
we back. I wanted to give that spot. You guys got to see the beards sometimes. You know, you got to get the beard in there. All right, we are good.
This is D. Kratos. Any help or suggestions?
Bam. All right. Hello, my friend. First off, he looks friendly. Looks real friendly.
You could order a lunch and end up spending the whole afternoon talking to him at a diner
for the first time,
which it looks like he's at.
I love the color transition. You got the salt and pepper up here, and then if you notice, it's like the kind of like brown rustic kind of like culture down below. Looks really good. So I'll kick this one off here, my friend. Any advice? I love the fullness of your beard. I love the style. Two things that I would give a little bit of advice on. I would love to see a little bit of heat on that mustache and getting that mustache going out to the side rather than kind of curling down the lip and being out to the side. If you watch my Lazy Walrus video, that will fit you perfectly, Mr. Kratos. Second thing is, I would love to get, if you saw that first update picture where we got the beard going out rather than sucking into the chin, I would love to get this beard getting a little bit more volume and going out. The way you're going to do that is you're going to get heat underneath the beard and comb away with a blow dryer. And those two small adjustments will make a major difference.
I would just add that I think maybe there's a little bit of a line of demarcation.
Yeah.
Right there, you could do a little touch-up trim just to frame in a little bit with the I would use scissors, but Dan would use clippers, which I did use my clippers the other day.
Oh, cool.
But I think for the mustache, Dan said talk about training it. I think you might have you might want to run a little bit of scissors and clean it up a little bit.
Yeah,
it just depends on what it's doing, you know, and how manageable it is for you. But it's kind of hiding. I think you got a great smile, and I think it's something that just needs to be either tweaked or adjusted, or maybe take some of the length off on the sides, because it takes a little bit away from the amazing beard overall. Just like it feels like it's not quite sitting into where it needs to sit for your look.
Yep, I like that from Bill. Unleash the beast. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. But great beard, small adjustments, big improvement.
And thanks for asking. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Okay.
All right. This is Hussein A. How do you recommend for the trim? All right, for trimming. All right. So basically, how would you trim this beard? Basically,
going in for a trim. All right, later, Mr. Wolf. He's going in for a trim. What do you think?
All right. I'll start this out.
Yeah, hit it.
You got a longer beard than I do, but I've got a little bit of experience on this.
Yeah.
I think you've got an easy trim. Personally, well, not easy. It depends if you're doing it, if you're going into the stylist.
It's an easy one, yeah,
to do that. But you just have, if you do the squint, this is all squint test.
This is a squint test to the T.
If your first time here, I just say a squint test will kind of show you where the heart or the body of the beard is, and where some of the hair, and then where some are growing a little bit faster than the other guys, and they need to just be kind of chilled out for a little while.
Is that your greatest contribution to bearding so far?
The squint test?
Yeah.
It might just be.
I think it is.
All right. Maybe I should add that to my Instagram. I did add a link into the playlist, which was really nice.
Brilliant.
It's smooth.
Brilliant. I love that.
Yeah. But yeah, I think you've just got, whether it's you or someone else, your cheek is, I know you're doing, I mean, that's beautiful. I mean, that's straight. Like that has to be, I would keep that. But just to clean up on the bottom, I wouldn't touch it. I really wouldn't do anything else.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. Just get that same thing. Squint test. Your line's going to be right here. It's very simple. Come down the ear. We do want to clean this up a little bit when you're going to go shorter. Come down the ear. And then right here. Literally when you squint, you see it. And it's going to take off the chin. And what it's going to do is going to take this here. I would slightly round it. I think you're a little bit too short to be a boxy beard, but I would slightly round it down here.
And I think Funk had a good comment too. He asked about the heat question, because in a quick glance, it looks like your beard is so straight that it looks like you are maybe using some
definitely
heat.
Using some heat.
When you get a big point to notice or to think about is before you do a trim or take it in, I would give it a good 3 to 5 days of not doing the heat, so that you get a more natural feel for how it sets, and you might end up taking much less off, because when we're straightening it, those fast grow hairs are going to be standing out a little bit.
So I have slightly different advice, and I am passionate about this one. I always recommend to trim from the style you wear it, but I'm kind of merging with the mayor on this one, because I do think you're using too much heat.
That'd be
I think you're using too much heat. So my advice would be to take a few days, experiment dialing back the heat, and then trim from the spot where you like it. Because if you are trimming from a natural way, you're trimming from a way that you don't wear it, once you style your beard, things are going to start sticking out and start looking in a different way. So yeah, and then Dan B says about a ½ inch. I agree. I'm not great at measurements. I think it's a little bit more than a ½ inch here, and I would run down towards the chin. It looks like your chin is your shortest growth, and it's longer on the backside here. So I would run down towards your chin, get that little slanting angle rather than a flat angle. And this is why this show and just beard videos in general are so important, because how many people would just trim this beard straight back like this, you know? And then you're gonna be left with all this transparency.
Our faces, our chins, they don't set up like that.
No,
so
that's
you don't want to do that.
Exactly. So I would go right here on that trim line. So really cool one.
And real quick, we just all want to comment how much we like your bird.
Yes.
Wondering, is that a bird beard? A beard bird?
Yeah, and he did like the rule of thirds. He put himself on a third of the picture and put the bird. You had to have the picture on that one. All right, I'm so sorry, Tyler. Oh, did I miss? I highlighted a Tyler comment. What he said here. Whoa, I didn't even read that. I'm so sorry, Tyler. Lost my wife on Friday. Man, I am so sorry, Tyler. I highlighted the comments. All I read was I can't stay long. Brothers, have a good night, boys. The middle part eluded me. That's when you get to reading comments, it's like speed reading. Oh, man, Tyler, I'm so sorry. That is absolutely terrible. If you need anything, my friend, reach out to me. Reach out to the mayor. We're both really good listeners or talkers if we need to be. So, man, I hope you're still here to read these comments and hear that support, because I didn't even catch that part, my friend. I apologize if it seemed cold or rushed. I didn't even see that. So, yeah, I am sorry. Sorry for there, my friend. And this is a great point, too, though, from Funk is don't wear striped shirts. Go with dark solid. I agree thoroughly. I don't even know if I have striped shirts in my dresser or my closet at all. Yeah, I'm not sure. Hey, yeah, Tyler, absolutely, man. Thank you for stopping in. And, man, we're here for you, man. We're here for you. If you need anything, reach out. All right. Hussein, thank you for sending in.
This is Dominic R. I noticed that my beard grows a little thicker on my right side than on my left, which is a little thinner. I've been told I'm the only one that notices, but it bothers the heck out of me. If this is not genetics, which I don't believe it is, then is there anything I can do to thicken the one side?
Interesting. Okay, so he doesn't think it's genetics. Oh, man. All right, that is a big beard.
Yeah, like sometimes I don't feel like I can eat these guys. You know, when I'm looking at them like the semi-pro, and these guys are the big beard guys, and I feel a little bit of a hard time throwing shots. But here you throw it in. I'm gonna suggest what I can suggest.
So he's not exactly looking for advice, not looking for styles or anything like that. Dominic, I have a video that is created for you. All right, I have a video that's created for you. It is titled Uneven Beard Growth. If you search uneven beard growth, maybe somebody will get a link and throw it in the chat for us. Uneven beard growth, it's going to run through a list of possible scenarios on why one side is growing uneven as compared to the other. What a likely cause is you are likely sleeping on that side of the beard, which is constricting blood vessels and not allowing the proper nutrition to get where it is. Other things could be the way you're grooming. If you're grooming on a dominant hand and you're grooming more aggressively on that side than the other, that could be. Another thing is maybe you are driving, and that is where the sun is hitting your beard. And there's can be a couple of ways with that. Oftentimes that extra sun is hurting the beard, but maybe if you're just getting enough, that vitamin D is helping it. So there's all sorts of things that could be making that difference, but it's almost always a sleeping issue. You are laying on that side, and when you sleep there. Dan, what if you don't sleep on your side? Then it's, like I said, it's likely a grooming habit, something that's going on in your life. There's almost always, hey, Dominic, I made some grooming mistakes. And that could be it, right? And it's usually has to do with your dominant side versus your non-dominant side. And people will be really aggressive on their dominant side.
So let's say we've identified that as the thing, and moving forward, he kind of does some changes. What do we do right now with years worth of a beard? How do you stop? Nothing. Okay.
It'll bounce back.
Okay.
Yep. Beards are extremely resilient. Just have patience, correct those habits, and you'll be good to go. Yep. Glorious beard, my friend. Glorious.
Epic.
Yeah, I love the side beard. I really, really love everything you got going on here. If you ever have any ability with this length, that can be kind of tough. If you ever have any ability, I would love to see that beard get out a little bit more. Get those hands underneath it, ruffle it out, get some body, get some volume to it. I know you didn't ask for that advice, but I would love to see you kind of get underneath and spread that beard out rather than kind of dial it in. Or you'd be up for an epic braided beard.
Yeah. My only comment is that is a very obviously healthy beard.
Yep.
Like very, very well maintained, very well combed, well taken care of.
Nice fangs. Yeah, he's a member of the Fangs Club for sure. Yeah, because like I have a big beard, right? There's times, but you look at that and you're like, my goodness, that is a lifestyle. Like that's a commitment. Super cool though. Super, super cool. So thank you, Dominic, for sending in, man. Epic beard.
All right, this is Mike M.
I'm smashing this
bacon. It's good, isn't it? It's so good. I am 4 months into my beard growth. It seems stringy on the sides just below my ears. Haven't had it trimmed as of yet. However, I would like to know if dyeing it hurts the health of the beard and or its growth. So stringy. So kind of asking about the sides, just below the ears, and then also I know where that's going. I'll let you handle the dye situation.
So dyeing is likely going to hurt your beard. There's almost no. So here's the trade-off. There are some dyes that are going to be pretty decent for your beard, like a henna dye and a couple other things. The trade-off is those don't last. They're only going to be for days, maybe weeks if you're lucky. And then you have to redo it. Any dye that's actually going to last is going to really damage your beard. It just doesn't happen.
There's one more in there.
No, it's just the packet.
Oh, dang it.
Oh, we got plenty.
Here.
No. I've taken my fair share. You are good. Thank you. I haven't even seen your beard yet, but I would not dye it. All right, Mike, I would not dye it here. Okay. And Mike, I know he comes in. He is relatively new to the beard world. I know he's been, did it say like 3 or 4 months in there? 4 months in. Okay. 4 months in my beard growth. He's really gotten into the channel, really gotten going with stuff. Mike, man, I think that color is so cool. I think you're in a transition phase where your beard is transitioning out. I would absolutely embrace it. I would not recommend dyeing in any way. I think the color is awesome. So, and we'll get to the styling and trimming and stuff here. What do you think about the color?
I feel like I can almost always see when someone dyes their beard.
Yep.
Or and maybe it's just from doing the show, but I would always recommend against it. I just feel like a gray beard is like a badge of honor. It's not like an age thing. We see young guys, we see all that stuff.
And people like it. Like, I'm not saying everybody's going after females, but females like really, and you think of like George Clooney when he had a gray beard, like that was something that was awesome. So I think you're doing great on the color, my friend. I would not dye it. Now, you said your beard feels stringy. You feel like you got some stuff going on, and you're considering a trim. I'm going to start the advice, and I'm going to kick it over with a no-look pass to the mayor over here. You are the perfect candidate for a heated brush. I do believe that heated brush is going to change the texture of your beard and make it better. People underestimate the benefits of heat for a beard, right? If you have problems with snags, you have problems with tangles and curls off, heat is the answer. It's going to help your beard. For you, my friend, that texture you're talking about is just, hey, Holly, she said, great color. Don't dare dye the beard. Yeah, absolutely. Gray beards are hot. Agreed. Her husband does have a gray beard.
Right.
Yeah. So I would get a heated brush, Mike. I would go with something similar. Your beard looks very similar to the mayor's, and you're getting to that length. I really believe that is going to change the texture. It's going to help it. It's going to make it flow a little bit more, be a little bit smoother. And once you get that heat, then we can look at assessing the trim. But before that, I don't dare give you any advice on that.
So I got a little kiss off the glass. And then, all right. So you are, first of all, what was the song when Tom Cruise is riding the motorcycle on Top Gun, Highway to through the danger zone? Mm-hmm. You're in the danger zone because you have gotten to that next level where you're starting to, look at the questions of how do I don't like this little bit. The reason I call it a danger zone is because if there's no way you're ready to trim anything yet, don't take any hair off anywhere, because Dan's absolutely right. A little bit of heat is going to exactly you have the growth but not the gravity yet to use. So growth but not the gravity. I know
you got.
So I think you're not far away either. A Kushel bar or something like that. It was right when Dan gave me mine, and I started. And pretty soon you learn your technique with that, and it just fills in and it feels better. But you're right there, and I'm not saying whether you want to have a beard my length or Dan's length or whatever. Definitely no trimming. I think it's going to be about styling and trying that heated brush.
Yeah. So Mike asked, what brush would you recommend? Mike, I guess it depends on your economic status, your comfort level. With heated brushes, you're going to get what you pay for. For your beard, the top of the mountain would be the Kushel bar. It's not cheap, but it will never break on you. It will last. It's going to get the job done every day. Middle of the road option would be the different options from Aberlite. Really good ones. But for your length, Cushion Bar is top notch. And then if you want something that's a little bit more budget, maybe to try out heat, see what it's all about, you could look at something like a Vicacon, like the 007 I had in the video today. Is it the best brush? No. Is it the worst? No. It's a solid budget brush. It's $25, right? You get what you have there. Nope. But Mike, if you send me an email afterwards, I can send you a link and let you know for where that's at. I don't get any kickback from any of these heated brush companies, by the way, so it's not like pushing you towards one. Doesn't matter to me which one you buy. So the best one, though, is the Cushion Bar. And the mayor's been using it for over a year now.
As you look through them with your length of a beard right now, pay close attention to the size of the. You don't want a giant head,
correct,
heating area. You want a small area where you can get it into the mustache.
Correct.
That's what I have, the Corded Cushion Bar Pro.
Yeah.
That's and I. Honestly, it's one of those things where I've never even considered, hey, I should try this one out or try that one.
You have the best.
Because it's automatic. It just.
Yep, it's the best one. So Mike said he'll spend money. Mike, send me a message. I believe you've messaged me a few times before, and I'll get you a link out. That's going to change everything for you. And I'll pair up that message with the mayor's morning routine video, and that should be money and show you how to do it. And exactly, buy nice or cry twice, right? Buy nice, pay twice. So
and you can catch those on a pretty good price if you watch.
And they do. And maybe there's a Memorial Day weekend sale. They do have some sales out there. Sometimes, like, I'm at a point in my life where, like, waiting and trying to find sales isn't even worth it for me.
The cost of the wait.
Yes. Like, it's not even worth it for me.
And we're lucky, to be there. I used to watch it so much.
You were a hound for electronic stuff like that.
Almost took me over.
Yeah.
Then you end up buying stuff you don't need.
Right.
And sits there. And what good is a Blu-ray player that you're got free already?
Yes. It's so funny, the phases of life. But I'm at that phase where, the cost of the wait. The mayor is firing on all cylinders tonight, you guys. All right. I think this was Gavin. Gavin, thanks for stopping in. One of my former students there. Hey, Mike, thank you for sending in, man. Look at his profile picture. And then 4 months later, you look like a new man. You look like a new man. Before, you looked like a guy I would not buy a car from. Now, I'd buy a car from you. So, yes.
I'd probably buy one either way, but
nah, I wouldn't have. I don't trust those.
They
those
say
clean shaven
bearded salesmen do better.
I know. I think I did a video on that.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, that's probably where I heard it.
Whoever
they are.
Uh-huh.
So there's a lot of that stuff out there. Some, like, one time I called you and I'm like, hey, have you ever thought about, like, brushing with conditioner in the shower? And you're like, yeah.
One of my biggest.
You were nice about it. Everyone's trying to have one of your ideas just later. All right. I will be 36. This is Emmanuel. I'll be 36 on the 22nd, and I've been watching you guys for a while now.
Happy belated birthday.
And I love your advice. So I have bought a brush and oils. I generally wash and condition 3 days a week with just a co-wash in between. I've been growing for about 5 months now. Should I trim or just keep going?
Love that. Love that. That mayor is on fire.
Thanks.
He's giving advice. I still have a little bit of my raspy voice from teaching and stuff carrying over, but it added a little bit of character here. All right, Emmanuel, again, happy belated birthday. You are a hairy man, Emmanuel. That is a good beard genes right there. Good beard genes.
So Emmanuel's the one I was kind of in my head thinking about.
All right, I didn't quite know where I was going yet.
Okay, so Emmanuel, I feel like you're a case of this is a great example of a younger guy whose underbeard grows faster than the sides. I think you're an example of what we always say, whereas you grow past it and you come back to it. So I think you're ready for a trim. I think you're just ready for a little bit. I think it looks like using a little heat. And I would go really slowly, but I would grab a pair of good scissors. I would get it like conditioned, get it straightened if you use a straightener. Like for
stop it.
Now I'm getting distracted. But yeah, I think there's room to take a little bit of the underbeard off while we wait for more and more fullness on the sides.
And I'm just going to come in to back up one point here. The mayor's spot on here. This is a very, very common growth pattern. Your chin is not growing as fast as your side. You don't really notice on the upfront shot, but when you turn to the side and you think about the length here as compared to the length here, there's a big difference. Does yours grow like that? I feel like your sides grow faster than your chin.
Yeah, I think that's what I just addressed with my little summer trim. I
think so.
And that was a really rare to use the clippers. But I figured that the sides are tricky.
Yeah.
Taking a little bulk out of the sides.
Yeah.
That's more. I will give it to you. That's a clipper job.
Yeah, it is, because scissors are too straight of lines.
Well, you're just doing it for yourself, especially.
Yeah.
Like, how do you even approach that?
Yep. And thank you, Holly. I have been. I talked to my students today about my singing abilities. Whoa, come back. Oh, it can scroll. Fancy. I didn't know that. All right. Yes, the mayor's exactly right. You're going to take a line off here. I would recommend leaving the chin alone entirely. Let that be your line and go from there. Create that line and let it fill in as your chin was going. Did you address the mustache?
I did not.
What do you think about the mustache for the trim job?
I think that it could easily, again, we talk about intentional. I think that it wouldn't hurt to bring, as we're waiting, it looks like it grows a little slower than the sides and everything. Your sides are just popping, and that's great. That means you're going to have a great beard. But I personally might start, either brush and see if we can get them off to the side, or if it's too coarse and you're not able to control it with whatever tools you have, a little bit off the lip.
You either got to go one way or the other, Emmanuel. On the mustache, you either got to commit to growing it out and training to the side, or you got to trim and keep it touched. My advice would be to commit to growing it out. I think it's there. I'm with Ken, but this is a great question by Jesse. So we are saying trim the sides, not the the chin. How about doing a scuba trim? I do not recommend a scuba trim. Here's the difference. A scuba trim is trimming down into the beard, right? Carving and chiseling into it. I believe he wants to grow longer. All we're doing is giving him a trim that's going to set up that longer growth evenly. We're letting that canvas be equal. A scuba trim would lock in a shorter style, and I don't think that is what he wants. So when you would do the scuba trim, you'd be cutting a lot of this out from the side, kind of going down. We don't want that. We want to address down here more so and maybe get a little bit more up from the bottom, but we don't want to go down into the beard. So great question. The only way I would recommend a scuba trim on this one is if it was a style that you wanted to lock in and keep a shorter beard. And I don't think that is the case. And yes, I agree, Clark. It would ruin that beard. I agree. Addition by subtraction, spot on. Spot on.
It's just about keeping all the play, every team has a group of players, it has the strong players and the other guys, and you work with them in practice and you try to bring them up. And right now we're just bringing those, your strong areas of growth and keeping them in line with the rest of the beard.
Yes. And Emmanuel, I'm going to take 2 steps farther. 1, I would love to see you clean up this upper sideburn area. All right, you got a little bit of a fan out up here. 2, bald and bearded. It is time for a full-out razor. We have not recommended this in weeks.
It's been a while, yeah.
It's been a while. We had a streak of having some bald and bearded.
Of 3 guys.
But that's just the way the cookie crumbles. My friend, Emmanuel, embrace this. It fits your look. You look like a tough guy, probably a teddy bear. But I think you got to go full out, head shave. Let's get rid of all this. All that's going to do is accentuate the beard and bring out the best beard possible. I truly think you should go bald and bearded. Again, I didn't plan this. This wasn't scripted. Just came in that. But imagine this beard being nice and smooth on the side. And imagine a nice little fade of the sideburn. Ooh, baby. Yes, yes, yes. Eric, is that? I was thinking bald and bearded. Woo, bald and bearded. Gets everybody excited. Welcome to the club. All right, Ritz Cooper going bald isn't a man's choice, but being bald is a bearded man's best decision. Hey, that's a great one. Great one. Hey, Joe, we mentioned your name earlier.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I keep watching Joe's progress with that building.
So fun.
But in the back of my mind, I was like, man, Eric is a great worker. We should get him over here. Like, he's building that whole thing himself.
Crazy.
Pouring the cement, driving this,
And doing beard products.
Right.
And looks like he's coming out with his own line, his own collab.
I mean, and he's building that building right.
Right. It looks legit.
Yeah.
And hit the blueprints he drew up. Eric is he may be the Da Vinci of our generation.
He's a Renaissance man for sure.
I think so. So yes, I do believe you should go bald and bearded. Molly for sure would say bald and bearded. Yes, 100%. So, Emmanuel, listen to us. We are correct on this one, okay? Even Angus agrees with us on that, all right? This could be, Emmanuel, an absolutely epic transformation.
Yes.
If you take all of what we said, you could be a highlight of this show. Yep, you could be an absolute highlight of the show. Okay, here's Hussein.
The cockatiel. Yes.
Okay, thank you for pronouncing that.
I had a parakeet. That's like a way better than a parakeet.
Oh yeah.
We never even named our birds growing up. We had them for like 9 years.
Said bird, yellow bird.
They were like, shut up and be quiet because they sat next to the TV. One of them had a pretty tweet, and one was like, Meh.
So many pets seem like a great idea until it's like 2 years down the road. Yeah.
Even my kids have each got a beta fish.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say even my kids. Like, that was a great idea.
I still like those guys. I mean, they're very expensive. But the fish is the luster has worn off. The fish. That's who. Yeah.
Sam's trying to talk the kids into pressuring me for a bunny. No.
Oh no.
Let
me remind me after the stream and tell you a story about a bunny.
Okay.
All right. This is Yogi. Yogi says it's been 7 months coming up in a couple days since I started my journey, and I've just passed my goal just a little bit.
Congrats.
The style I'm wanting to go for is more of a traditional pointy beard, but I'm not sure how to go about trimming in that style. And would love some advice from you guys. All the previous advice I got from you guys worked great. Thank you for everything you guys do, and would love some feedback.
Cool. Okay. Awesome. Congrats on your goal, man. Beard looks great. Great color. Great transition. Okay, so hit me again. What's the advice?
He says he wants to go to a more traditional pointy beard, and I instantly thought Van Dyke is what he's talking about, but I don't think that's what I don't know that's what he's talking about. I think maybe he's just asking. My interpretation is a general and shaping what he's got maybe into a more fine lines, like little sharper lines.
So if you are looking for that, I do agree with Ken here. If you are looking to shape and really sculpt that beard into something pointy, into something fine lined, I wouldn't even know how to go about trimming that. That is out of my wheelhouse.
All I'll add to that is that if that's what you want, you need to go to a pro, because you can't even cut with scissors at all the angles you need to. You don't have the options, the tools in the toolbox to get it right. And that's an amazing look on a beard, but there are something that's about over my head. All I know is enough that to realize that you can't angle the scissors all the ways you need to. You can't do all those things. So it might be a definite time to be looking for that goal picture or two that you can bring into a stylist.
Super important.
Finding it and maybe just don't do anything too fast, because you have such a thick, amazing beard that I don't want to see you make a mistake.
And I would say I would never recommend a pointy beard for you. If that's what you're set on and that's what you want to do, I'll support it, embrace it. It probably look amazing. But you have such good density, such good structure to your beard. I think it looks fantastic the way it is now. I might control it a little bit more with some directional heat, but Spartan beard. I can kind of see that. If you do, I think the mayor hit it on the head. It's super important that you get a goal pitcher and then you go to a barber. I don't know how much here. Okay, here's what he said. That's what I thought. That's why I wanted to ask before I attempted to do anything. Okay, so hopefully that the feedback helped you out there. And Joe, he said, I'm away home literally. We'll be putting live tonight, 19-hour workday. Joe, if you're talking about what I think you're talking about, please make sure you send me a message when it happens so I can get the word out there. So I think something might be going live tonight. 3 letters, LCW.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I hope so. I hope that's what he's talking about. So let me know. Yeah, let me know there. But, and you could. Yeah. Yep. Yogi, make sure you join our Facebook group and check out the maps to find a really good one.
Thanks.
Yeah. And really, I think it looks awesome, man. But you're going to go well with whatever you pick.
I mean, we're going to say again, like, if you're thinking Van Dyke, I want you to take some time to think about that, because we love your natural shape. I think it's almost right there already. Just don't, look at the underbeard. I mean, how many guys, raise your hand. I would say this in class. Raise your hand if you would love to have that thick of an underbeard. Most of us would. Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
All right. This is Justin. This is about 4.5 months of growth. And cool. I just wanted some feedback on how my beard looks overall. I really can't grow much of a mustache, and I'm not sure if I should trim it down or let it grow. Also, I'm a little self-conscious about my under the lip area. To me, it seems thin. My goal is to let it go for a year and then just do maintenance after that point. In your guys' opinion, is it worth it for me to keep on growing?
Okay. Awesome. Dude, epic beard, epic style. I'm so jealous of these tattoos. I think they look so cool. I would love to have some like side. I love that little piece of skin there for canvas. I think that looks amazing. I've always liked that on like fighters and stuff. Here? Yeah, I think that's just such a cool spot for tattoos. I really do. Love the hair. Love the transition of beard. Dude, your side beard shot is unbelievable. Like, unbelievable beard model, man. You are absolutely crushing it. He said 4.5 months of growth.
That's wild.
That's stupid.
I hope
that is stupid.
I'm already a little jealous, but I hope you brush it out. I hope that's a post-shower kind of, maximization thing.
Killing it. So should I keep going? Yes, you should keep going. Now, the real question is your mustache. He said, I don't grow much of a mustache. I want to, what's up, Steve-O? Yeah, absolutely. Steve had some wicked ways. Keep growing. It's going to all figure out. But the mustache, I'm deeply conflicted on. I do 100% see what you're saying here. And the mustache is a different color. Now, on one side of me, that adds for epic character. I have not seen a beard mustache combo like that before.
Yeah, there's that. They are like two different styles.
Yes, it really is interesting. You could easily pull off a handlebar mustache, but I don't know if that's in your look. I don't know if that's in your style. If it is, go for it. But then the other question is, do you trim the mustache down, let it blend in with the beard a little bit? I've wrestled with myself on this one. Hey, what's up, Chris? I wrestled myself on this one. My final stance, and you guys know I will always say it. I don't try to just consider feelings or anything like that. My final stance is leave the mustache like it is or go with a handlebar mustache. I don't think you get rid of that mustache just because it's different, just because it's not super thick. I think it's unbelievable character. Your beard is truly magnificent.
No, yeah,
it really is. So I would leave the stash alone. If you do anything, that could make for such a cool, that thin style of a handlebar, which I prefer. I like those thin handlebar mustaches, and I think that could be really cool if it fits into your style, if it fits into something that you like. So yeah, man, it's truly unbelievable style. This is like killing it, like absolutely killing it.
Well, the side profile answered a question. When I'm looking at the mustache, because I'm talking about the mustache mostly as well.
Yep.
It definitely stands out in the brush down, kind of the way it is right now, because it's a lighter color.
Yeah.
Looking at your growth from the side, you've got. I was wondering if it was covering up like a gap right here between, like next to the
connectors.
I don't see that it is
not at all.
So if you're intensely growing that because you want to add that pop to your beard, then I think, I'm right with Dan on that. But I think you could also just kind of trim a little bit down because it sets differently. But I think I want to see it with a handlebar because I think it might be a different kind of look than we've seen. Your beard, other than that, you grow a phenomenal beard, and there's no coming back from that.
Yep.
You're going to be a beard guy. We just need you to be, part of the team as far as that goes.
Right. You help beardsmen.
And you asked about thinness in the front. I don't even see it, man.
Crazy.
You are the top 10th percentile of how full it is growing for you.
Dude.
So don't even give that another thought. There's guys that are going to look at that part of your beard and be jealous.
Yes. No, Justin, I have 43,000 something subscribers. 90% of them would immediately trade their beard for yours. They would get rid of it right now and say, yes, give me that beard. It's probably higher than 90%. You have an absolute epic gold beard. Like I said, I will be 100% honest. The mustache is unique. The mustache is different. If you do decide to go with the handlebar mustache, it truly is all about rocking it with confidence. You can't be thinking about it. You can't be self-conscious about it. You got to rock it. I think I'm my worst critic. Yes, you are, dude. Look at that side beard.
I don't think I've seen a beard on this show with more potential.
Yes.
You're a great grower, and you've got just I think it could be epic.
Yes, truly. So thank you for sending in, man. You are crushing it.
All right. This is Russell.
Russell
Russell says, maybe about 2 months worth of growth. I got mad and trimmed it about a month ago, all one length, and made that mistake. Looking to go longer, obviously. Would like to square out my jaw off, give my face a stronger look instead of so oval. Keeping the side trim and left the chin grown. Okay, so keep the side trim and let the chin grow.
Oh, yeah.
Modified Viking type thing.
Gotcha.
Here's my pick of my gold beard. Maybe not as long as the chin, but this kind of look.
And that's kind of, I think, what Yogi was talking about, having that pointy chin, more of like a Viking style, Spartan style. All right, so here's Russell here. All right, it's awesome. And so here's Russell on the sides. This is actually the goal looks like him. Like it seems like that is him. So here's Russell on the side, and he wants to get to that middle. He said maybe not as pointy, but he wants to get it to the point where I think it's more so he's almost rocking, instead of a beard stash, a beard goatee.
Okay, yeah.
Where, Russell, what you're going to do is you're going to keep those sides pretty much where they are right now, and then let that chin grow out and just keep trimming down the sides. Keep trimming down the whatever you're at right now. That's probably what? A 3 guard right there. I would say probably about a 3 guard. And then just stop at the triangle. So where you would stop is think about where your mustache goes. You actually have a line. That's crazy. Right where this line is here, you're going to leave that alone and then take a guard to the rest of it. Keep doing what you're doing. I can tell you have very detailed style, right? From your tattoos to the line of your hair to your glasses. You're a very stylish gentleman, and that's awesome. Just keep letting that chin grow. Your beard is immaculate. It looks fantastic. Now we just need to get a little bit of length in the chin, and it's going to take a little bit of dialing in. You can do this trim yourself very easily.
For me, we can talk about your chin growth all day long, but the difference in to get to your goal is the mustache.
Yep.
You're going to have to go outside your comfort zone a little bit.
True.
On trimming that back, because look at that. That's what the eye on the goal catches that full mustache first, and then it kind of brings in the chin. Like mustaches can be very important, and you kind of got like you're going for a very stylized type of beard, and he's got a thick his mustache. That's good. That's similar to what I've got. Maybe it's just letting it go, and
it looks like your jeans as well.
But I say all this with the disclaimer that it took me a long time to get used to having having hair on my lip.
Yep.
So, but that's just something to keep in the back of your head, is that mustache drives that look.
And I have to say, yours looks so much better with the hair on the lip, rather, because you used to carve out.
Sure.
You used to go right along that lip line, which is fine, but it just looks so much better with it over the lip. Epic. I love the goal. Like this dude, Russell, really has thought about his beard, his goals, his path of getting there. You got to keep letting it go. And that's a really good point from Aaron too. So the mustache is key, and then letting those soul patch hairs go too.
Out of those guys.
Yep.
They take a while.
And I was just going to say, those are going to take a little while, but you'll get there. You'll get there.
They get okay. So
that's somebody else.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Different guy.
Yeah. All right. So you're absolutely right. I'm glad you mentioned that, because these got this under the bottom lip was a real struggle for me. Like something because it looked weird for a while. They were short. They stuck out all that time. I think maybe mask wearing has helped me to just like kind of totally chill out. I don't look, at my face.
Agreed.
But like having my mustache underneath the mask, I don't even worry about it.
Yep.
And that has actually helped me get over maybe some of the own stuff from coming out of my own head, as far as whether I like the look or worry about it too much.
Yep. So everybody agrees. Perfect goal picture, like freakishly perfect. Like from his look to your look, everything. Russell, thank you for sending it in, man. That's a really good goal to have, and I do believe you're going to achieve it. And in the next 4 to 6 months, you'll be there easily. It will take some trims on the side, but like I said, just make sure you're going on a triangle shape out towards the side here. Follow that little black patch.
All right, this is Ryan S. and an update. It says, did the transparency trim. May have taken off a little more than I wanted to, but I do believe it looks healthier and a little bit more dense. How do you think it did? Also, these are from the end of the day before I went home, so the beard isn't quite on point like earlier in the day.
Okay, and we all been there. We've all been there. Boom. Yes. Ryan, love it, man. This was just last week.
That's mean.
That's so nice. Dude, like, once again, completely on point. I'm going to take another picture here because I'm going to be posting this to social media afterwards.
If you work with Ryan, he went from, hey, Ryan, can you give me that form to, hey, Ryan, when you have a moment.
Yes.
I don't want to put any pressure on you, but can you give me that form? I need the form because wow.
So clean.
What a great look.
So put together. Hey, take care, Josh. Thank you for coming in. World difference. The transparency, the shape, and especially like the sides were a little bit longer here. Dude, you did not take off too much at all. I agree, Russ. It looks so much thicker. And the shape you went with here is like what I do for shape, so I'm biased. But man, does that look good. Your cheeks look perfectly proportioned with everything. Your question was, right, if I go back here, how did you do? Didn't he ask that? How do y'all think I did? I don't know if you're asking that to flex, but if you are,
I hope you do. Yeah.
You deserve it. Exactly. If you ask that to flex a little bit, you should, my friend. You absolutely
bam.
Killed it.
Beard to bam.
I think I needed another barber, though. I think the haircut needs to be thinner on top. I didn't even know you had hair on top, Ryan.
I couldn't see it.
I didn't even look at hair on top. I guess you do have hair there. So that's
holy cow, that looks great.
You absolutely crushed it. Hey, Marty, how you doing, my friend? Hope you've had a good, eventful week.
Yes.
Yeah. I do not envy you, Marty.
We appreciate your being there for us.
Yes.
Having good people in those positions right now.
Yes, and we'll just leave it at that, Marty. From us to you, thank you. But man, Ryan, yeah, I can't give you any advice or feedback on the head hair, but you absolutely crushed it. Absolutely crushed it. And I do want to go back and show the other one as well, because I think it's just so cool to see the update here. And then we'll come back to this one where we go through. Oh, my goodness. And guys, both of these are a 1 week update.
This is almost like a
quick turnaround. Both of them trimmed.
Mm-hmm.
And then Jay especially had some styling updates for what he had there. Molly just got home. Molly, check out this one here. Check out this update with Jay. Super perfect timing with Molly coming in to be able to show this one off. Got the more density, got bigger volume, cleaned up the transparency on the bottom. Like one of the coolest transformations we've ever had on this show in such a short amount of time. Again, that is one of them. And then the one that we just showed there, just rocked it. So perfect is, man, Ryan, I love it, man. Thank you for using the advice. Thank you for sending in, having the guts to send into the show, and then showing this update here. There's nothing I would adjust on that after picture.
No, I can't believe how positively it impacts your look.
Yes. Are you not entertained? Looks so good. So good.
All right, this is D. I've been growing my beard for about 7 years. I had major thinning in 2016, 2017 because of chemo and infections. But I'm cancer-free and infection-free.
So glad to hear it.
As my beard thickened and grew, it turned gray. I recently found your YouTube channel and learned hair shampoo and conditioner was the wrong choice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get into correct beard grooming and care. I recently got a buffalo horn comb.
Nice.
And I'm looking for advice of beginner kits or grooming advice. I'm 52, and I do enjoy a nightly cigar.
Awesome. Now, D, there are some really good beginner kits out there. The best thing for a beginner that I always recommend is Honest Amish. You can't go wrong with Honest Amish. It's accessible. You can get it at Walmart, get it at grocery stores. It's a fair price, and it's a truly quality product. You're not going to smell amazing. You're not going to smell out of this world. You're not going to smell bad, but it's going to get the job done. If you want something that has everything, beard wash, beard conditioner, beard butter, beard oil, and you want to just kind of get a feel for products, Viking Revolution on Amazon actually has a good entry-level product. Is it as good as RDS Man or Beard Octane or Whiskey and Hardtech? No, it's truly not. But it's better than doing nothing. It's better than using head hair products. You kind of get your foot in the door at Amazon prices, Amazon shipping, and again, is a good starting spot. So if you're looking for something to begin budget-wise, Honest Amish or Viking Revolution. Then from there, reach out to me, watch my videos. I can give you more specific advice. Okay. D, awesome, man. Love the hair. Love the beard here. And was he looking for any trimming or styling advice at all here? Okay, turn gray. Corporation, I'm looking. Okay.
What you already answered was with the beginner kits and then styling or grooming advice.
Okay. So, first off, I like your beard because it has character. It's unique. There's not a lot of guys that go down to a point. I'm going to give you 2 different paths that you can go down, Deed. And it's up to you. All right, Gordon, take care, man. Thank you again for everything. Hope the camera's looking nice and crispy. Deed, you can keep that point. I think that's really unique. I think it is something that makes it look really special. But if you keep it, I would recommend doing a clip at the bottom. You're going to do a little tiny butterfly clip, or you can do like a Viking bead. I would do something that would bring your beard together by using some kind of hold down at the bottom, rather than having the kind of like frilly runaway guys. If you can clip it, it brings it all together, makes it look really, really nice. There's a lot of guys that do this. Guys in the chat, help me out. Who's the YouTube channel? He actually is a subscriber of mine and comments on mine, but he's got a massive channel, like 300,000 subscribers. He talks about whiskey. He talks about like men's life and grooming. Jeremy Sires, thank you. I got it before you guys typed it. No, but if you check out Jeremy Sires, I think that could be a look that would fit you well. Or get rid of the point and just round off the beard right about here. Where this starts to thin out and starts to come in, just do a nice little trim. If you watch Dancy Bearded's transparency trim video, it should help you out really well. That would be right at about this line. I would go with either the clip or the trim.
And for me, D, I think that we just need to all talk about the potential that we see in a certain aspect of your beard, because your mustache could be phenomenal. It could be a star. I think that you continue maybe just giving that a little bit more pop, a little bit more brushing and grooming. And I'm not saying you don't have to do a handlebar, but you can do a lazy walrus, which is just like how would you describe lazy walrus?
Lazy walrus, just get heat and then you're gonna push out to the side. And the way I would describe it is a mustache that is directional, but just looks natural and fades into the beard.
And then for my money, I think that anytime you're putting an accessory in or clipping, I would go away from that. For me, I would just take a little bit and I would at least try that look. It seems like worst case scenario, you let it grow back and then you trim back to the point if you want to do that. But I think it might look great with just a little bit of a cleanup there.
Yeah, you got a lot of great beard to work with, which is really, really fun. And I do agree. Let me let this comment come out here. Clark is right. I would avoid combing down into the jawline. So when you see here, you got this little like hook, and it could be partially because of masks as well. But I would adjust that. Using heat is a good way to go. If you look up just like my morning routine videos or anything like that, that could give you some easy kind of adjustments to go with. So super cool that new to bearding, new to taking care of his beard, getting away from like head hair products. We've got a whole new world. Yeah. We got a brand new world for you, my friend, where you can get into the styling side of it. You can get into the trimming side of it and the product side of it. If it's something you enjoy, that's awesome, man. You have so much time. And I don't think you need to rush anything. Take your time with it. Do what you're comfortable with. And I'm here to help anytime you need anything.
And using those good products like Whiskey and Hardtag, Beard Eye, Tane.
Yeah. Copper John's gray beard oil would fit you well.
It's gonna feel better, and you're gonna be more interested in those styling things and kind of just taking it to the next level with the beard.
Yep. And he said mask beard. I can see that. We're all battling it, my friend.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I worked on this dip for like 20 minutes and still there.
Yep. So a lot of options. D, if you make some adjustments, please phone back into the show, and we'd love to feature you as it goes through. Hey, Matt Bell, hope you're doing well, my friend. Hey, Daniel, hope you are doing well also. Whew, all right. We are coming close to the end here, guys. Oh,
we're there.
That's it. That's all, folks. What a show.
Yes.
What a show. We like to end at 10:30. It's 10:29 right now. Guys, thank you so much for everybody that sent in tonight. This was one of my favorite shows we've ever done. From giving away $500 cash, literally, to seeing 2 of the best updates we've ever had in show history, to having just a cornucopia of options today with styles.
And most of the guys who had like insecurities today, they didn't need to. And we could honestly say it, we could be open and honest, be like, just, no, you're wrong.
Right.
You're good, man. You're good.
But at the same time, still offering feedback and adjustments.
And kind of getting in their head about, okay, so what are you really worrying about? And what, absolutely.
Yeah. I love that. I feel like we could easily make a show of telling everybody how great their beard is, which would be honest, which would be true, and telling you rock what you got. But what I love about this show is the idea of having feedback, having something to give from you guys, from us, and everything going through. Thank you, Leo. Appreciate that. So man, tonight just felt right, guys. It was awesome. We didn't have any scheduled sign up giveaways or anything like that. So we know you guys aren't here for that. You guys are here for the content, for the camaraderie, the community. And that means more to us than you could ever know. So every single one of you that sent in, thank you. For those of you in the future, please consider sending in. Even if, let's say, you sent in a year and a half ago, let's adjust. Let's see where we're at and keep it moving and keep getting better as we go. Even if it's a very specific thing. Hey, Dan, I don't know about my sideburns. What do you think, Mayor, about my mustache? We'd love to help you guys out there. Mayor, final thoughts?
Just have a great week. I can't wait to see you guys next week. Thanks for making this such a fun thing to do. Check us out on Instagram, Mayor's Beard Journey, Dan C. Bearded. Now I'm doing the point thing.
I know.
But yeah, I'm with you. What a great show. I'm glad all you that were here and stuck in. This is what it's all about for us. And we love helping. And please don't ever hesitate to reach out. Send a message, beardadvicelive@gmail.com. Ask us your questions. Update us on your story, your journey.
Let the good times roll.
Let the good times roll.
I know there's a song with it. Let the good times roll.
There is a song that says that, but I can't even think of the tune.
Can't think of it.
I think you're so good at your singing is so good. It's like all I can be like, wow, I'm sitting next to this voice.
That's it. Now, I do have to say, Sam and I, the last couple nights, have watched Pitch Perfect 1, Pitch Perfect 2, and we will be moving on now to Pitch Perfect 3.
Wow.
And I do enjoy those movies. Yeah, judge me all you want. They're really good movies. Funny, great singing. I like them. So, yeah.
Come on, baby, let the good times roll.
Let the good times roll.
Roll
there we go.
All night long.
And I think I sang 3 different times tonight. That's when it's a good night. And again, huge shout out to the giveaway winner right there. Brew City Bearded. Congratulations. So, yes. All right, guys. Thank you for checking everything out. Again, a reminder, if anybody wants the link to the GoFundMe for Nick Cohn's family supporting his son who is currently having temperature spikes and seizures, and they're in the children's hospital with him, I'll be glad to send you guys the link. I know not everybody can give, and I would never expect everybody to give. But if you have that little bit extra, the way I like to approach it, and I've not always been this way, I can be honest, I've kind of grown into this, is I approach it as if I was in that situation, how would I want somebody in my shoes to respond? And so for me, I know that I have some to give, and I did. And I would hope people would respond like that for us as well. Been to Blake's twice this spring and know, what? Okay, where else are they? So Marty, I actually went directly down to their warehouse. So you can go in. They have a shop where they make it all. It's like in an industrial park, and it's in Auburn Hills. It's like a couple exits past Great Lakes Crossing. And so I went straight to them. The place is called Kabasa Jerky or something. It's on the labels. If you send me a message, Marty, I can send you exactly where it is. But we've gone several times. My kids even know the place by now. But it's pretty cool. You walk in, it's got like a storefront shop, and then it's like a massive warehouse where I think they're just making everything. So interesting. I've not been to Blake's yet, but we've talked about it. There's a couple new flavors.
You kind of need. There's like a Willy Wonka beef jerky. Like, you went in and they have this magical beef.
Yeah.
Although it's one of those things, maybe we don't need to know the whole process.
True.
Maybe we just need the end product,
True.
Actually.
Someone tried to diss my channel, and they said I liked sausage before I knew how they made it, too. And I was like, I still would like sausage.
Yeah.
I know how it's made, but I still enjoy it.
I can get over it.
Right.
Especially when I'm hungry.
Right. All right, guys. Hey, and anytime you need something, reach out, please. Dan C. Bearded on Instagram, Dan_command@yahoo.com. In all my videos, I have contact information, too. Always happy to help with product recommendations, styling recommendations. I respond to every message every time, usually in a very prompt fashion. So thank you guys. Have a great night. See you on Friday for a review. See you